it out the package. I'm gonna try to put a whole bunch of stuff in a timely manner video, but I want y'all to know so you know what you're doing. First of all, this is something that you might want to invest in. It's called a meat buyer's guide. It's every meat, any meat that you could possibly want. And it'll show you what you need to do, how you need to buy it, what it looks like, what you're looking for when you buy it, from meat to chicken, all of that stuff. Now, when it comes to beef, there's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 7 or 8 different cuts or grades: prime, choice, select. Me personally, I don't go past choice. Then you got utility, you got commercial, you have cutter and canner. You don't want that. That's my way, rubber bands. So right here we have a choice ribeye. This is about 18 pounds. So as you can see, the bone is out. This is the bone section. The bone is out. Here's your fat cat. This is the lip. We're gonna clean all of that up because we don't want fat, we want meat. Alright, as you see, you got 2 sides. That side right there, this is the lean side, not that much fat. If this was a whole half a cow, this will be where the sirloin will come from, and further up it will start going into like porterhouse steaks and stuff like that. As you can see, the rib bones with the rib sections, this is cut between the 5th and the 12th rib. Now on this side, where it's more fatty at, this is where, this is called like the rump side. This will be like where your roast would come from. It's more fattier, which is going to be good for your roast because the fat meat melts into your steak when you're cooking them. So let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. I'm left-handed, so I gotta do things a certain way. Alright, and you always want sharp knives. So when it's lit, some people call it a lip, some people call it the foot. We're gonna take about 1 inch of that off. So you go down here. Now, I know you see all that fat and say, oh, that's good fat, but that's hard fat. Hard fat is not good. It's not what you want. But you can cut this up, use it for vegetable soup. What I'm going to do, I'm going to trim all that meat up out of there. Trim all that meat up out of there because we don't want to get away good meat. And I can use that for, you know, like I said, you gotta have a sharp knife. We can use all of this meat for something. Me, I'll probably throw it in a pan and use it for like stir fry. You know how I be doing in the kitchen. Got to know how to butcher your meat. If you go into the store and get steaks, $13, $14 a pound. I paid like $9 a pound for this. It cost like $160. You done saved you about a good $80. So yeah, you just want to get that meat out of here. We don't need all that fat. Okay, so that's that. Okay. Now we got this back fat. Don't look, that loose stuff. You want to get all of that off, because it don't really serve no purpose. And in the process, you just squaring it off. Just squaring it off. Got to know how to butcher your meat, and it's all like the smooth out process. That's all. Just smooth it out. All this loose stuff up here. Now, you don't want to cut too much fat off because the fat actually holds this together. You cut too much fat off and you put it on the grill, it's going to start to fall apart. So this is what we're going to do. See, it'll start pulling off by itself. Boom. Just smooth it out. All that silver skin. I'm gonna roast, not roast, but I'm gonna cut some steaks off of here. And then I'm gonna, you know I'm a cheesesteak king, so I'm gonna slice half of it down and make some cheesesteak meat out of that. This one, get all that loose stuff off. I'm gonna smoke one of these next week as soon as I get my smoker back in effect. See, I like to keep that line right there. That's what you want to keep, that line right there. Then you still got that right there. We want to get that out of there. Not too much, like I said. Now, do stuff, get that out of there. Now you want to check your grooves where the bones used to be to make sure there ain't no bones still in there. Now see, this fat is soft fat. That's the fat that's gonna melt back into, see, here go a piece of bone right there. That's gonna melt back into your steak. Get some of that off though right there. Got to know what you're doing. You don't want to be spending all this money and messing up your steak, your meat, because it's a big piece of meat. All right. Now, remember, this is the loin side, but if you see it got kind of like a dome on it, so if you cut that as a steak, it's not going to cook right because it's going to be uneven. So, just want to take a little trim piece of that off. You know I'm going to use that. Okay. Let's get rid of all of this. I'll fix that after the fact. Okay. Now I'm cutting steaks. This is the way I usually do it, or I suggest you do it. You come down the middle. You half it, you just make a little curve in that, then you have that, then you have that. So that means you're going to get like 4 steaks off of each joint. It's 16 steaks, but I'm not going to do that. I'm only going to do, I think I'm going to take my cheesesteak meat from the lean side. So I'm going to just cut like maybe 6 steaks. Maybe like 1.5 inches. I'm gonna have to do it on this side because I'm lefty. Close it in, let your let your knife do the work. Maybe like 1 inch. And just let your knife do the work. Just one steak. I'm gonna have to put a different knife over here. Oh yeah, that's much better. Keep you some sharp knives on deck. Look at that marbling. Just let it fall apart and just get it in. As you cut, let it fall. There it is. And then we're gonna go here. And we're gonna do all that. Dang. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know how much money you save doing it this way? There you go. 6 ribeyes. And this whole part right here, I think I'm gonna cut that off, make a roast, and then this is gonna be for my cheesesteak. You see, that's where the marbling is. Look at all that good marbling. All of that's gonna melt back into your meat when you're cooking it. And then your lean, like I said, that's where the New York strip from. So it's good. Nice little size. See, no real fat on there, loose fat. Just a little fat trim around there. All of that's gonna melt back in. And that's that. I'm gonna cut one more. Because this one, I'm gonna cut one more. So about 3/4 of an inch. Like butter, baby. Like butter. Boom. Again, chef life all day. This is how we do it.
15 minutes. All right, so you have a second part that you want to do?